Welcome back to another tour of my Facebook. This is memories from 1 year ago to 2 years ago to 3 years ago, however far it goes back, I'm not too sure. But yeah, this is August 23rd, which is today, but 1 year ago. Okay. Love doesn't hurt. Love is worth loving the wrong person is. Yeah, I used to do this a lot. Post these kind of things. When your parents say if you tell the truth you won't get in trouble, you lying fuck. That is true. Like, your parents always said that, oh, if you tell the truth, you won't get in trouble, and then you end up getting in trouble even if you tell the truth. The moment when a music video has nothing to do with the lyrics. That is true. I've come across multiple videos where you listen to the lyrics and then you watch the video and then the video doesn't even match up with the lyrics. I hate you. Love you. Yeah. I hated someone, but I loved them at the same time, back then. I don't know, I just felt like posting that like a long time ago. Dear cool people, they didn't name a candy after you, did they? Sincerely, nerds. I consider myself a nerd. I love anime, I love games. That's kind of like something of a nerdy thing. But I consider myself more of a nerd than a popular person or anything else. Missing someone who's dead and never coming back is by far the most horrible feeling a person can ever feel, which is true. I had lost a grandma in 2011. That, till this day, still gets to me. Even though it's been so long. No matter how much time has passed, you still feel that pain of losing that person. I used to be alone, but now I'm so numb to being... I used to be so alone, but now I'm so numb to being alone, I don't feel lonely anymore. I think I meant to say I used to be so alone, but now that I got so used to being alone that I became numb to it. I of course have a spelling problem, and when I type stuff out, I don't really think it over and I don't really read it over sometimes, but I've gotten used now I do. When I write something out, I reread it a couple times to make sure that I spell things right and it all makes sense and it comes together. But back then I didn't care and I just write whatever that popped in my head and posted it. Of course, there's a lot of times in my life where I was going through some stuff and I wrote a lot of stuff like this on my Facebook. I miss the old days. That is still true to this day. I miss the old days. I wish I could go back to the old days. I feel like the old days were more simpler than they are now, for sure. So I miss the old days. But I don't mind being in the future right now. I don't mind being here right now. I used to do quotes. And this one's like, last quote of the night: don't just give up. Life is about getting knocked down over and over, but still getting up each time. If you keep getting up, you win. I either will find a quote that I find interesting and I'll post it. I don't do it anymore, but I used to do it all the time. Find a quote that I really liked and then post it up on Facebook. Or I will make a quote and put it up there. Last year around this time, the summer sucked horribly We always had cold weather. It was rainy, it was shitty, we never got really hot weather. It was mostly cold weather, so I said I missed the hot summer days and hot summer nights and wished it was winter time. We barely had a good summer this year, sighs. And I said, OMG, I can't wait till the 1st of September, going to the fair. Hell yeah, because I was complaining beforehand that I wanted to go to the fair, which you'll see it soon, of me complaining. Where is it? Feeling aggravated. I don't know. Didn't go full into it. I just said that I was feeling aggravated. This was around the time that the Alice Ice Bucket Challenge was going on, so I posted a lot of videos of that. I want to go to the fair. See? There it is. I want to go to the fair. Ugh. Because everyone I knew were going to the fair. They wrote up on Facebook, oh, I'm going to the fair, I'm going to the fair, I'm going to the fair. And I'm like reading all these people that are saying that they're going to the fair. And I'm like, I want to go to the fair. And I was like so sad because I wanted to go to the fair. This is a video, a movie that was coming out. I wanted to see it. If I Stay is the movie. I have not yet seen the movie. It's out already, but I have not seen it yet. I want to. Quote, just tell him you love him. Two people in love can be together. Isn't that wonderful? That's an option I'll never have, no matter how hard I try. Yeah, I was all about wanting to be in love, always wanted to be with someone, and stuff like that, so I would get really down about it, so I would write something like that, where I wanted to be with someone. And I was kind of like, I was into someone, and then he ended up hurting me to the point where I was like kind of sad and depressed about it, and I told him that I liked him, and he said that he understood, but he saw me as a sister, sadly. And then he hurt me. He didn't, I don't think he meant to, but he hurt me. I used to do this all the time. I don't know if you guys have, and if you guys have, oh my god, you guys are awesome. Take a fan, put a sheet over the fan, and then make a fort out of it. Oh, I love doing that when I was little. I used to do that all the time. Make a fort out of the fan. I would make a fort with my fan that I have now, but I don't. The fan that I have don't have like the handle to it, so you can't shove the thing into the handle like it is in this picture. Oh yeah, I forgot. My mouse doesn't show up on the screen. Crap. Oh, the Cookie Monster. The Alice Ice Bucket Challenge. I'm sorry, it's a fail. The girl tries to dump. Here, let's just watch it. It's a fail. I think it's hilarious. She gets herself instead. That's hilarious. She was supposed to get the other girl, and she ended up getting herself. My mom posted that on my Facebook. I'm going to take a nap. I was feeling bored. When I feel bored, to the point where I don't have anything to do, back then, I used to go to sleep all the time. But now that I have not Facebook, now that I do YouTube, I don't find myself to be bored all that much. I feel like I don't get bored all that much. I keep myself pretty busy now. Back then, I used to not do YouTube, and I used to just sit around waiting for someone to either contact me, to talk to me, or something, and I get really bored. This was around when I went to Niagara Falls. Yeah, I went to Niagara Falls, and it was around winter time. So being around that water was freezing cold. I didn't have any gloves, so the gloves that I have on in this picture, my friend gave them to me to wear because my hands were so red and they were going numb and it started to hurt. But yeah, I was at the Niagara Falls when this picture was taken. It was a lot of fun. I loved it. I love going on trips with my friends. These shoes, oh, I love them. But I said B and C. I would have B and C. I love those shoes the best. I'm not really into pink. I'm not really into A and D. But I'm more into B and C though. This is another ice bucket challenge thing, but we're not gonna watch it. Not in a good mood because I was hungry. Of course, girls, when we're hungry, we get into bad moods. So just feed us when you know we're hungry. This, I don't know what this is, but the little things, what capture your heart, I don't know. Like, I think this was a quiz that I did so long ago. I don't remember. And I think this was I did a lot of quizzes back then. All the Blink ones are quizzes. I don't know. Quote, this is a quote, the day when you finally understand me will never come. That's true. Actually, I don't know, there might be a day that somebody might understand me. You never know. I don't know. Anyways. Oh, this one is, what smile do you have? Your smile is sweet. You are a natural, happy person who sees the best in everyone and upside to every situation. Yes, I agree with this because I am a very happy person. I know that on my channel there's a lot of depressing stuff because there's a lot going on in my life, and I put it up there for other people to see that what I'm going through, that they might be going through the same stuff, you know. I'm not going to sit here and go through this whole spiel again like I always do. But I am a very happy person. I smile all the time. I see the upside to everything. Even though everything seems to be going bad right now, I see... Oh my god, my cat just fell. Oh, poor Bubba. Alright, so I see upsides to everything. Even though my life seems like shit and I feel like nothing's gonna get better, it will get better. I know it will. And I'll see the end of the tunnel eventually. Summer this year sucks. It was mostly cold weather. Again, me complaining about the weather around this time of year. Last quote of the night. It's not the face that makes someone a monster. It's the choices they make with their life. I agree. It's not the person's face that makes them a monster. It's their choices that they make. I love these quotes that I do sometimes. Some they are positive quotes, some they're not so positive, some actually have kind of like a lesson. And I did all these quotes for people on my Facebook to like read and be like, oh, she has a point. Again, this picture right here is around the time that I was kind of depressed, and I saw myself as this person. I still kind of see myself as this person, but not as much as I did back then. Sorry, I couldn't think of what I was trying to say. This is when I went out drinking with my family at Trex around my 21st birthday. As you guys know, in my video called my 21st birthday, oh, it was the best night of my life. Oh, I wish I could go back to that night. It was awesome. I have a big family. This is only like half of my family. My family is bigger. This is, I think, a song. Good Girls Go Bad. Oh, I love this song. I can't remember who. I feel like I should know this name of this band that sings this. Oh, I don't, sadly. I can't remember it right now. I'll watch it. I'll get off this video, and I'm like, oh, it's this. Sorry. But I love this song, and I still love this song. I sometimes, once in a while, will listen to it. Tonight, I Wanna Cry. Is this a song, or, I don't know. Tonight, I Wanna Cry. Alone in the house again tonight. I got the TV on, the sound turned down, and a bottle of wine. This is a song. Who's Rascal Flatts? I think. I'm probably wrong again. But I loved it. I used to listen to the song all the time. I do this sometimes too. I'll put lyrics on there. And like I'll look up a song and I'll find the lyrics, copy it, and paste it on my thing and post it for everyone to see. Or I'll go on YouTube, find the song, and post it there too. My cat's having issues over there. Like, I don't know, he's freaking flaring around. Probably cleaning himself or something. That cat, he's so off balance, he'll fall off the simplest things. Anyways. Well, I lost my phone. Where did I leave it? Yeah, I am a regular human being. I lose my phone sometimes. I haven't lost it in a long time, actually. Like this one time I was sitting over there on the couch. I'm over here on the chair now, but over there on the couch, I was sitting there one day, and I'm like, I haven't seen my phone in a while. I wonder where it is. So I lifted up the pillow because I thought it was underneath the pillow. It wasn't underneath the pillow, so I lifted up the blanket. It was underneath the blanket. It was in the crack of the couch. I'm like, oh. Like, how do you get there? This, I went to with my mom somewhere, and this person was singing that she knew. So I was recording it. Look at that little girl. I think she knows I'm recording because she's like fixing her hair and she's like trying to dance, but I'm not even on her. I'm like zoomed on the thing. It's funny. Anyway, so am I the only one who thinks a dog's death in a movie can make you sadder than a human death? I cried so bad when Sam from I Am Legend died. Sorry, but I cried so bad when Sam from I Am Legend died. But if any animal in a movie, not just that movie, but any movie, if an animal dies in that movie or show or anything like that, if any animal dies, I will cry my eyes out. I love animals to pieces. Even though my cat sometimes pisses me off, I love him to death. If anything ever happens to him, I would cry. But like in movies, if an animal dies, I will cry. If a human died in a movie or in a show or anything like that, I will cry. I will cry my eyes out. It's just how I am. Me and Mom on the way to that place, that video that I showed you. This is, I think, on the way to it, I think. Or am I wrong? August 23rd. Yep, okay, yeah, this is on the way to that place. Okay, yeah, it's on the way to that place that I recorded that thing. You said at one point you loved me. What made you fall out of love with me? It doesn't matter, I regret ever dating you. All it ended up doing is hurting me more. You just ended up like the rest of them. I was dating someone, don't know who, Sadly, I don't know who, but the person that got us told me that he loved me. We ended up breaking up, and he fell out of love with me or something. I don't know. Oh, this is when I was dating one of these. I was dating this girl. It wasn't a guy. It was a girl. I was dating this girl. She said that she loved me, but then when I tried to get back, when we broke up, I tried to get back together with her because I still had feelings for her, and she said that she didn't love me. So I'm like, then why were you dating me if you didn't love me? I don't know. It doesn't bother me as much. It's all in the past. I'm still a little upset about it, but not as bad as I was back then. As you can see, I am bored. Size. She wants to talk to you just as badly as you want to talk to her. She's waiting for you. Text her. Text bro. Oh, she's waiting for your text bro. Go for it. Yeah, this is for all you men out there who likes this girl. She wants to text you, but she probably is too scared to text you, so you might as well man up and text her first. She will love that if you text her first. Trust me, if a guy that I liked texted me first, I would be super, super duper happy. But I think it would be the other way around too. If the girl texts the guy that she liked and he liked her back, I think he'll be happy too. So we should all just take our first and text each other. I don't know. The awkward moment when your parents ask if you like anyone. No. I do that. If they ask, I end up smiling because I start to think about them, so I can't lie. And it happens to me every time. When I like somebody and somebody asks me if I like anyone, I'll try so hard not to smile, but I'll end up smiling. And I'm like, no. I don't like anyone right now. But, like, it happens all the time when somebody asks me, hey, do you like this person? I'm like, no. And it's a lie because I'm smiling up a storm. Because I'll start thinking about that guy. And I'm like, oh, I wish that he knew my feelings. I reposted this again. Dear cool people, they didn't name Candy after you. I want a cute, long relationship where everyone is like, damn, they're still together. I still want that. I want a cute relationship where people are just like, damn, they're still together. I thought that I would find my high school sweetheart and we'll graduate together, we'll go to college together, and all this other stuff like that, and we'll still be together to this day. But that never happened for me. I never found my high school sweetheart. I was hoping that I'll get into college and I'll find my college sweetheart, but that never, I'm still going to college, but I don't think that's going to happen. It's not like that. You hear, like, stories where people are like, oh, we've been together since high school, or we've been together since middle school, oh, we started dating in college, and stuff like that, and I always hear things like that, and I'm like, oh, I want that, but you never know when you're really gonna fall in love. Some relationships are like Tom and Jerry. They tease each other, knock down each other, irritate each other, but can live without each other. That's the truth. I agree with that. And I love that. Oh, I love that one the most. It's awesome. Again, I did the hate you, love you thing again. Never call a girl fat, even if you're joking. That is so true. Never call a girl fat, even if you're joking, because it can damage a girl's pride more than you can ever know and realize. Like Demi Lovato, someone called her fat, and then she ended up having to go to rehab for some time because of it. And look at her now. She looks amazing, and she's killing it. Anyways. So, yeah, never call a girl fat, even if you're joking. Never do that. Yep, the whole lyrics thing. A real friend cares like a mom. Scolds like a A real friend cares like a mom, scolds like a dad, teases like a sister, irritates like a brother, and loves more than a lover. And I agree with that because I love my best friend to death. We're always there for each other. We care for each other. If something happens, we'll scold. She'll scold me, or I'll scold her. We'll tease each other, and we love each other to the ends of the earth. So I love that saying so much because it reminds me of me and my friend. Listening to the song that makes you think of that special person. Anytime I listen to certain songs, I think of a certain somebody. If I like somebody and I listen to a song, I'm like, oh, it reminds me of that person. And stop knocking shit over, Ren. God. And if a certain song comes on, like the person automatically pops in your head, and you're just sitting there listening to the song and just thinking about them. And when I feel like I have a connection with somebody, I'll do that. Like I'll listen to a song and it'll remind me of them, and then I'll sit there and listen to it and it reminds me of them, and I'll think about them. And sometimes I'll replay the song because it reminds me of them so much. I wish I had the power to ignore you like you ignored me. Sometimes I wish that I had the power to ignore someone that had ignored me, but I am not that type of person. I cannot ignore a person, even if they ignore me. Like, I had a friend who ignored me to the ends of the earth, and finally he finally started talking to me, and I'm like, of course, I didn't have the strength or the power to ignore them back. And sometimes I wish I did. Love doesn't, oh yeah, I read that one already. I seem to post things multiple times. A tongue has no bones, but it is strong enough to break a heart. Be careful with your words. I agree with that. Your tongue has no bones, but it is strong enough to break a heart. And you should be careful with what you say, because whatever you say can affect a person in more ways than you can imagine. And of course, Markiplier is writing me. My best friend's writing me. I should mention that me and Markiplier are not friends. That is my best friend, Rebecca, who is a girl. We just changed our names to be different. Alright, stop saying fuck that bitch when you know you love that girl. For you boys out there, stop saying fuck that bitch when you know you love her. I agree with this. Stop saying that. Oh geez, this is really long. I'm the girl who prefers one rose instead of a dozen. I'm the girl who would rather stay in on a Friday night than go to a wild party with random strangers. I'm the girl who wouldn't make you wait on her hand and foot, but would do anything to make you happy. I'm the girl who would enjoy having a movie night rather than going to some fancy restaurant. I'm the girl who would rather stay up all night sharing secrets than going out and getting drunk. I am the girl who won't make you hold her bags, but would rather hold your hand instead. I'm the girl who will love you more than anyone can possibly dream of. I'm the girl who would give the world to see you smile. And this sums me up in so many ways, because I am that type of girl. And I know there's a lot of girls out there that can relate to this. And sometimes that's how it is. Sometimes some girls are the opposite and want to go and have partying and getting drunk and have boys hold their bags and stuff like that. And some girls are the opposite of that. And some girls are is what this says. Texting someone and falling asleep while waiting for the reply. I do that all the time when I'm texting my best friend, or if, I'm in a relationship with somebody. I will sit there and text them, then fall asleep while waiting for a reply. Or I'll fall asleep, I'll be sitting there texting them and fall asleep while texting them. You seem upset. Why don't you put more... Oh. You seem upset. Why don't you post more about it on Facebook? That should help eliminate any drama. Yeah, a lot of people, I haven't really had any drama on my Facebook, but some people, they'll post stuff and then more drama will occur. Like, they have drama going on in their life and then they post stuff on Facebook, like negative stuff. Like, oh, this bitch fucked me over, blah, 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 and then, of course, that bitch that you were talking about is on your Facebook, so they see that, and they will write that on there, and be like, oh, yeah, you're a bitch, and then they'll start a whole bunch of drama, and then you're fighting on Facebook. I don't get why people do that. I don't do that. There's stuff that goes on in my life, and I'll post about it, but I don't say exactly what it is, so people will be like, what is she talking about, and think about it, and could understand, like, I don't really know how to explain it, but I don't get why people are like, oh, this bitch fucked me over, and then said bitch is on your Facebook, and then she sees it, and you were fighting on Facebook. And then, there's other people that get involved in that. They'll see that and be like, oh, why the fuck are you saying shit to, say, your sister? Like, your sister and this girl is fighting. She gets on Facebook. She's like, oh, this bitch fucked me over, blah, 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 and then said bitch, sees it, and starts writing, she's like, oh, you fucking starting shit, and then you see that, you see your sister and this bitch fighting, and then you get into it, and then everyone else starts getting into it, and then there's a whole big drama fucking thing going on Facebook. I don't get why people do that. I don't like doing that stuff. And I became friends with Elizabeth Baker, which I don't like her. I don't know why I became friends with her. Coco wrote me. No, I didn't have her yet, but I'm getting induced. Oh, she was pregnant at the time, in 2011, 5 years ago. She was pregnant, and I asked her if what was going on, and she wrote me, no, I didn't have her yet, but I'm getting induced in 2 weeks, so she should be here around my dad's B-Day, and I miss you so much too. She lives out in Arizona, and some people out in Arizona, sorry if anyone watches and they're from Arizona, you guys don't really know how to speak proper English, just saying. But I love my cousin Coco. Me and her were like this when we were sisters. We were tied to we were like, not sisters, we were living together in Syracuse before I moved here, and we were like this. We were tied to the hip. We were like sisters. We did everything together. We played together. Wherever she went, I went. We were inseparable. Then she went to Arizona, and mine and her relationship kind of like thinned out. We're not as close as we were when we were younger. And she was pregnant at the time. I asked her, hey, did you have your baby yet? And then she wrote me back saying, no, not yet. Okay, cool, I'm so happy for you. What is her name going to be? I don't know how to speak proper English, so I can't really say much. Nashea Cherry Ellen Turner. Wow, that's long, but I love the name. Wow, that long. See, I don't know how to speak proper English myself. I do, I'm a little better this time. And then she rewrote me again, I don't know why. Good, going home today. Going to Miss Becca when I go home. Love you all. I was spending the night over at my friend's house around that time, and I had to go home. I always didn't want to go home. Every time it was time for me to go home, I did not want to go home because things at home was not great. It was I don't know how to explain it. Things at home were not great, and I didn't want to go home. I wanted to stay at my friend's house as long as possible, so when it came to going home, like, at this moment, it's not like that. I'm like, oh, I'm going home. But this one, there was a couple of times where I said I was going home, and I did not want to go home, because a lot of stuff was going on at home. Anyways, moving on. Sitting here with Becca watching movies and doing something while watching the movie, having a lot of fun. I am thinking about going home. I miss my family. I want to see them. I love being here with my best friend Becca, but I want to see my mom, dad, and sister. I miss them so much. Love you all. See, this was around the time that things weren't all that bad at home. But this was around the time that my dad and mom are still together. My mom and dad are separated. They are divorced. And ever since they got divorced and since my grandmother passed away, things haven't really been great. It's been going downhill since everything went down. So my mom and dad are no longer together. They are divorced. My sister, she's off doing God knows what, and I don't really care. Me and her relationship is very strained. I tend to not care what my sister does with her life. If she wants to fuck it up, kudos to her. She can go and fuck it up all she wants. But if she brings down me or my mom with her because of her stupidity, I will beat the living crap out of her. She needs to take and grow up and be an adult instead of acting like a freaking teenager. Okay, anyway, so moving on. Don't want to get too into it. And that's the end of that. That's all for today. Alright. So that's the end of this video. I know I was like all over the place, of course. But yeah, if you like this video, click that like button, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.